What's going on with y'all? I always understand that there is a purpose to life. And whatever happens, it's meant to happen. So don't never give up. A lot of times we be wanting to give up because things done got too complicated. Keep pushing. A lot of times we want to give up because the results haven't came in. Keep pushing. So that's my saying to all y'all out there that be on the verge of quitting or just giving up, period. Life hit us hard all the time. Ain't nothing ever perfect. Nothing. I go through stuff every day. I figure out new stuff every day. But then sometimes I even look back and wonder, was this karma from 10 years ago? Or was this karma from yesterday? Lately, I've been having blessings come in right to left, left to right. I've been putting a lot of good stuff in, and I've been getting a lot of good stuff out. And that's typically how life go. Whatever you put in is what you normally gonna get out of it. I know I was once doing all things wrong. I couldn't even look back to them days, what I did. And so that's my whole purpose up to this life, is to grow. I done been through so much. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. But like I say, I always look back and I was looking to what I was putting in, and I'm just now getting it out. I was putting stuff in 15, 16, but it's all based on structure. But I know my life purposely played out for a reason. I met everybody for a reason. And I'm not just saying this personally for me. I'm saying this for everybody. No matter who you meet, who you run to, what kind of car, any of that. All them things is for a reason. So don't never stunt or look or hate on your growth. Don't never look back and cringe on none of that stuff, because it was for a reason. Whether that's people, places, or things. You might go to a trash place. Next thing you know, you at a better place. So always be mindful of what you had. Don't take that for granted. Take advantage of it. I reminisce all the time about stuff that I had that I could have done better with, whether that's friends, family, cars, money, etc. I don't use it as a stress because I'm not thinking on it and being mad. I'm thinking about how could I grow from that, because life is a recycle. Everything you get, you're going to get it again. It may come in a different form or a different shape, but you will see it again. And so you got to know how to handle everything. And that's really the purpose of it. Just being able to recycle everything that you once had or have, and that you probably going to lose, because a lot of y'all still don't understand. And that's the consequence of it. A lot of y'all don't understand. So, of course, it's going to feel like you still having the same thing if you still doing the same thing with it. Like I say, whether that's friends, family, object, whatever. So you got to learn. The whole goal to this life is really just learning. I done learned so much. I learned that my life is not a game. You don't take your life as a game. It's serious. Learn from it every day. You can learn something from it every day. Whether it's stuff that's happened 10 years ago, learn from it. I'm still learning from stuff. But I always know my life was purposely meant based off the stuff that's going on, the stuff that's happening, and the growth that I'm receiving. So just keep pushing. Don't ever stop what you want to do. Always believe in yourself. A lot of crazy stuff that happened. Whether that was with relationships, did everything that went on to understand, to grow, to be a better man, especially when you don't have no structure. And I always tell people, now that I learned, the biggest thing that I learned was to get structure. And it's one place you can always get structure from. I don't care who you is. If you ain't got your family, you still got access to this structure. Our ancestors gave us access to this structure. So no matter what, continue to grow. And like I say, the way you can get this structure is reading the Bible. Read the Bible. It give you a lot of good common sense. Just even past scenarios that done happened in the past that you can learn from that's still going on to this day. I learned stuff off of that. I mean, even learn the biggest, of course, in your face lessons you can learn is in your face, stuff that's happening through your life. But you still won't know how to learn from it because a lot of times we put the blame on somebody else instead of ourselves. So you have to know how to handle that situation. So first thing first, take all accountability for yourself, no matter what happened. All the time, the first thing I do is be mad at somebody else for what they done to me. But I'm looking like I put myself in that situation. So how can I be mad at them? I should be mad at myself. So as going forward, I always stepped up my worth. I don't even be around or talk to people that's not on my level. And how I figure out if they on my level by what they post. Sometimes even how they dress or the places they going or the people they talking to. So that's a big factor of mine that I look at. I look at all that stuff, especially the previous people that I know, or previous objects that I had. All that stuff. It's like when I go get a car. Okay, if I know a certain car do this, why would I go and choose that car when the chances of that happening to me is the same chances? See what I'm saying? So it's like that with people. Why go and pick this person or even communicate with this person when the chances of what just previously happened is going to be the same chances of it happening again? So the whole goal is to always move with structure. Like I say, go to the Bible and you'll find, just read it. Just read it front to back. You'll find you a good amount of structure, processing it through and understanding how to move and some things to go through. That done happened in my life, I mean, like I say, it's crazy. Whether that's females, that's really like the biggest thing that like kept me all the way off. I mean, I used to play basketball. I mean, a lot of stuff just changed as you grow and grow into like a man and trying to find who you are. So you really want that love, especially if you're not getting it or if you're not really too into what you're doing, or you know how when you get older, your hormones start kicking in. So we really gotta be mindful of all that stuff. And this video really like an all around video. So it's like for motivation, just to help you move with structure, you know, and just be able to follow through with life. Cause I know a lot of times we get down and we lose ourselves. That was my biggest thing with life. So, I mean, cause I had lived with my sister. And then this situation had came up. I was doing stuff for other people. So I moved out of my sister's house for somebody. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I mean, it wasn't nothing bad, but it ended up costing me. And I ain't gonna say I shouldn't have done it because I don't regret doing nothing. But if I was smart enough to know and I was chasing my dream, I wouldn't have did that, because I thought I could still chase my dream while helping somebody chase theirs. And I mean, you can, but the chances of that is real unlikely. And so I had moved out, of course, started living with somebody. And I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just telling you my perspective on it. So I started living with somebody. I mean, that didn't go right. And then I had, once that breakup occurred, I had lost myself. I was doing stuff that I don't even do. And that's just basically because I didn't know who I was. I didn't have no structure. And doing stuff I didn't normally do, it costs you. So I didn't even know what my goal was. I was chasing the goal, and to this day, I'm still chasing that goal. I'm looking back like, dang, I done wasted out on about 3-4 years I could have possibly had that goal achieved by now. So I'm looking back at it, like I said, I don't regret it. I don't regret nothing that I done been through or done, but I'm looking back at it as if I could have been had that goal achieved. So keep finding yourself. So don't get involved with the wrong people, because the wrong people gonna have you doing the wrong stuff. But the only way to know what's wrong is to get that structure first. See what I'm saying? I thought stuff was cool, like I said, once I was smoking weed. I mean, I never had smoked a day in my life. I mean, I used to drink, but not really. I really didn't do anything because I was just chill. But I started smoking weed. Then it got so bad, I started smoking blacks. And now I'm looking at that stuff now like, I was smoking blacks. I mean, some people think it's cool. And I ain't the one who say smoking blacks is not bad. But I can say that basically because I know personally that the Most High didn't create anything harmful. And getting on to that topic, fast forward even today, like I said, I was smoking blacks. I was way bigger than what I am. If y'all go follow my IG page, bz.ig, I'll post some pictures and stuff every once in a while, just reminiscing of how big I was. Like right now, I'm like 165. Back then, I was like 260. Like I said, I was smoking blacks, I was smoking weed. I was 260. I didn't have nothing good going for myself. I mean, of course, I was working, focusing on my business. At that time, I was selling hair. So I had something going, but I wasn't really, I was just on like some normal, everyday, basic type stuff. And like I said, once that relationship came over, I had lost myself completely. So fast forward, and then I did like a rebound and stuff, and I mean that definitely went out of outrage. So life really just been constantly moving, because what I've been putting in is what I've been getting out. I haven't put anything good in. That's why I haven't got anything good out. But fast forward today, I'm probably at my healthiest stage I ever been in my whole entire life. I'm actually electrical vegan. Some people call it alkaline, whatever you want to call it. Some people even know it as like doing the Dr. Savey. So basically, I don't eat no meat, no dairy, nothing animal processed. Basically, only nature-based food with a pH of 7 or above. I'm constantly drinking water. I'm in my best. I mean, I was even dealing with problems in the past that I done cared for myself. And that's really one thing I wanted to get y'all to understand is that Dr. Savey, I've been doing a lot of research about it. His method do work. One thing I definitely cared over time was my high blood pressure. I used to have high blood pressure. I'm not even gonna lie, I was impotent. I went through that phase. I've been eating healthy. Like I say, I'm in my best stage. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I've been doing like the raw fast, fruit and vegetable fast. I'm almost 90 days in, drinking only water. And like I said, I feel at my greatest. And I couldn't even make this up. On my next video, I'm gonna definitely show y'all the progress and everything. I look completely different. A lot of people even tell me that all the time. But like I say, always find structure. This is the definition of finding structure. I done changed my life completely. And my life wasn't never bad, but I always knew it would be great. So how could I work towards being great if I'm still doing basic stuff or still hanging around basic people? And a lot of people is still like making money, but they not great in my eyes. Cause I mean, I look at them and I see what they doing. Most men and women, it don't even excite me. Like women who out here being exposed, ain't nothing interesting in me that I see interesting in that. I look at them women and they probably looking at me and I'm like, I ain't got nothing for you. Or even the men, I look at men, I see a lot of men and they look at me crazy and I'm looking at them crazy. And they looking at me as if I'm hating on them, but really I'm just like, I wish you knew what I knew, because my knowledge is so advanced. It's crazy. It's a lot of wisdom that I know based off of situations I done been through, stuff I done read. And so I'm constantly growing. Hey, but definitely like and subscribe to this video. I'll be posting tomorrow.